Welcome to the episode of Times Square Kung Fu. I am your host, FrankieBalboa, aka the Shogun Supreme, man. Y'all know the deal, you know the vibes, man. What's the vibes for today? We're gonna be comparing the Spectrum Films release of Burning Paradise with the upcoming release by Vinegar Syndrome, which is gonna be region free. Directed by Ringo Lamb, man. We're about to get into it. So this 1994 dark martial arts film, and it's dark, and I'm gonna get into it. Stars Willie Chi, who only did 4 films. Carmen Lee, who she was in, Forbidden City Cop, Wicked City, Knockoff. You have Wong Kong, who he is known for playing some grimy villains during this era, and he plays one heck of a one in this film. He plays a former general named Kong. So this film takes place during the Qing Dynasty, and the Manchurians are running the joint, and they're hunting down the monks because they found the monks want to overthrow the government. And they're all imprisoned in this temple, and one of the temples in this film is called the Red Lotus Temple. And this is something straight out of Mortal Kombat. The way the traps are set in there, the tortures, and just the way it looks, man. It actually feels like you're looking in hell, man. And you see quotes like that put by this former general throughout the temple to bring the morale down in there. But there's one thing about this film, man. The gore is up there. It's not like intense like in Rikyo and other films, but in the beginning of the film, when they're hunting down Wang Fei Hong through the desert, like there's everybody's on horses and all that, and you see during the fight going on, you see a straight decapitation of a horse. Not a real horse, of course, but I know some people don't like seeing animal cruelty even if it's fake, but they cut the head clean and it looks very real, man. And you see a lot of stuff like that, and that scene pretty much sets the tempo of what you're gonna get in this film. And one thing that's great about this film is the action. The action is very down tempo compared to what was going on during that time. And I mentioned this previously in other videos. Like a few films had a lot of films during that time was doing the undercranking, where you saw Wu Ping doing, where the thing looked so fast and insane. They looked like they were on Adderall and coffee, like a college student trying to mash out those finals, you know what I mean? But this one looks like Sharp Brothers stuff, but a little bit tempo. But I like the way the action looks in this film. It's well shot, well choreographed, done by Chris Lee, who was involved with Police Story 1 and 2, who was involved with the In the Line of Duty series. It was 3 and 5. Hopefully we get those on Blu-ray soon. I know we're getting 3, but we need 5. We need more Cynthia Khan. So yeah, so the action is really, really entertaining in this film. Now, there's some grimy stuff in this film, and there's one scene that I'm like, okay, Khan doesn't care. He's crazy. He's gonna set the tone in this film with one particular scene where he's going after Carmen Lee's character, where he's trying to get down with her, get busy, trying to have sex with her and everything. He goes in there drunk, and she's going take it, I'm not gonna fight you. He gets so mad, why you not fighting, man? Are you're supposed to be afraid of me and all this other stuff. And he starts preaching about his God complex and talking about no matter what he does and all this other stuff, he's gonna die anyway. So he's just trying to go ham up in here, man, So while all this is going on, all this tussling, and she really doesn't care, there's one of his other concubines walking by, grabs her by the jaw, flinging her around, and just without hesitation just rips her head off like Sub-Zero Mortal Kombat, baby, and just holds it to her. And of course you got the prostitute scared as hell, what the hell? And he puts his finger in her mouth, and it's just crazy. And of course she is I thought she was gonna pass out seeing all that. So yeah, this film, you got some grimy, intense scenes, man. But like I said in other videos, I'm glad more people are picking these films up, especially this grimy one. And yeah, Vinegar Syndrome, from what I check in their page, it's region free, but for some weird reason, when I checked today, when I was putting the video together, that page is no longer there, so I don't know what's going on. So luckily I was able to grab screen caps from the website when the news broke, and I'm gonna compare it to the Spectrum Films Blu-ray. But just keep in mind, these are screen caps like from their website, so it's not straight high resolution grabs. These are screen caps from their website. This is more so you guys can see the difference and the color grading, and I find it quite fascinating, man. It's interesting, man. But yep, let's do this comparison. So yeah, as you guys see, man, that's like quite a difference. Now with the Vinegar Syndrome one, like, and people I spoke to, because it's been so many years I've seen this film, I could see that they're going more what a lot of us were used to back then when we saw the DVD, where it has this dark look to it, and it fits the tone of the film. While the Spectrum Films one has this nice, clean, ambient look to it, but still fits the tone of the film in general, you know what I mean? But for me, it's like, I like the dark scenes, like the temple scenes, some of the temple scenes in the Vinegar Syndrome one, and I like the majority, if not all, the outside shots of the Spectrum Films release. Two different vibes, but they both look good. And I have to remind you guys again that the screen caps from the Vinegar Syndrome Burning Paradise is from the website. It's not straight from the Blu-ray that comes out next month, the end of next month, I believe. And it's not high resolution compared to the ones that I show for Spectrum Films. So yeah, I like the tone. It's a different vibe to it, and it's something that it's preference. Like I always say, at the end of the day, it's preference. But I like both of them. I really do. You know what I mean? But I prefer the way the inside temple shots. It just amplifies the griminess of the film. But that's just me, man. But yo, let's wrap this bad boy up. You know what I mean? There you guys have it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it very informative. I mean, I love doing this, man, and like I always said, man, like the color grading for me in films, just like when it's done a specific way, man, it just gets me more into the film. But what Spectrum did and Vinegar Syndrome are about to do, like, I'm excited for this release. And I want to see what Vinegar Syndrome is, has down their, down the pipeline, because so far, they got a good momentum going on, and I was surprised they picked up Burning Paradise. So let's see what other titles they pick up. And yeah, but I'm wondering what's going on with Vinegar Syndrome, because I tried to grab more screen caps that I didn't have, but the page is no longer there. I went to my purchase history and I can't click on it. I mean, I'm still getting the film, but I don't know, they're probably doing some adjustments. Hopefully it still stays region free, because a lot of people I speak to on Twitter and on Instagram, a lot of you guys use your gaming consoles as Blu-ray players, so a lot of you guys are not region free yet. But hopefully you guys, I know times are tough, will invest getting a region free player or getting a Blu-ray drive for your laptop or computer, so you can rip these films and take the encoding out. And it's also, beneficial for backing up your films. I always emphasize that, But my next video is going to be on the 3 cuts of the Grandmaster. It's supposed to be today, but if y'all follow me on Twitter, y'all know that I had to deal with some family matters. That's why my energy is a little mellow, but that's going to come back for that video. You know what I mean? Like, I'm excited for you guys to see this video I'm putting together. But, as always, like, share, and subscribe. And until the next one, peace.